We're going to go now to David Littleproud, who is speaking alongside Susan Lee, of course paying tribute again down at Bondi Pavilion.
Endured, and nor should we ever again. This is the biggest national security threat to our nation since the Second World War. This is our nation's moment. This is the Prime Minister's moment. But unfortunately, he hasn't grasped it. He's walked away from it. There is an opportunity for him to lead. He has a report on his desk. He's had it for nearly 6 months, one in which there's 13 recommendations. 2 of those come with potential federal legislation. I challenge him, why aren't we in Canberra today? Would all this be in vain if it's all about talk? And we that have been given a privilege to serve the Australian people, that in their moment, in their hour of need, that we as legislators did not find ourselves there to do everything we possibly can to take the advice of their own person that they appointed to give them the advice on anti-Semitism, to go into that place, to bring this country together and to unite our country and to give hope, to say to those victims that have lost loved ones here and are still fighting for their lives, we owe it to them. That is the great honour of the democracy that over 100,000 Australians have lost their lives defending. We are the custodians of that. And our society has slipped. And we are the custodian of that society. And we cannot hand to the next generation a society where anti-Semitism is something that has just become part of the norm. That's not the Australia I grew up in, and that's not the Australia I intend to leave behind. It shouldn't matter what your faith is. It shouldn't matter who you are. Where I grew up in Western Queensland, we didn't discriminate. We didn't care what your religion was. You should be able to go and celebrate your faith, to worship in a joyous way, in a safe environment. That's the Australia I grew up in. That's the Australia that everybody that's come to this place wants. And in fact has come here for that refuge. And that is now our challenge. That is now our opportunity to reset that legacy, because we will have failed this nation and we will have failed the generations ahead of us if we don't look at ourselves in the mirror and say we have got this wrong. If we don't have the courage to do that, then we have lost our country. This is our moment. This was the Prime Minister's moment, and I challenge him to take it and to take this country with us, because we cannot afford to lose this country any further.